everyone, and welcome back to the Cobx Masters. We're back! It's the start of a new day and another new semi-final. Remember, we saw early semi-final yesterday. This will be the second one. The winner of these two teams will face the winner from the first semi-final from yesterday in tonight's final. And tonight's final will be around 7 p.m. IST, if I remember correctly. But for now, these teams, 1-6-1-4, I'm just going to call them 16-14 on your left-hand side, and TEG Esports on your right-hand side. Daredevil, are you ready?
And this time it's going to be on Nuke, which I don't think we've seen more than one time.
Yeah, this is one of those rarer maps, and thank God. Something interesting, something new. I would just like to say that 16-14 won the knife round, and they chose to stay on the CT side. No surprises there, really. On a map like Nuke, you usually start on the CT. Despite the changes, there's still a heavily CT favored map. There's TV starting things off. That's a good double kill, but Meow shuts him down. Down to a 3-on-3. The bomb has been planted. Here's 4K from Heaven doing some damage. Finds that shot onto Meow. The bomb is taking away. Here's 4K tapping it, hoping to bait someone out. This is K4ML and Dr. DMT left. Here's K4ML. Came out of HUD. He hoped to get that headshot, but no luck there. And TEG Esports lose their first round of the game. Was a bit of a hectic pistol round.
A bit. Yeah, I kind of missed a bit there as well because for some reason my game kind of froze. But so I can't overanalyze the round, unfortunately.
Well,
but,
they basically rushed A. That's all they did.
Yeah. Well, for the very least, they won the pistol round on Nuke, which is very CT side, especially after they removed a lot of the things about the old Nuke, like a catwalk and stuff like that. So it's very important to actually win the pistol round on the CT side. But looks like they're gonna lose the force buy though.
Interesting. TEG going for that A side again. Here's Ray, however, from Heaven. He finds that shot onto K4ML, and he's still alive with that FAMAS. All he needs to do is find another head, and he sees one, but he can't quite land the shot there. I believe that would be Flux, who's hiding behind that box. Rezo does shut down Ray in the end, however. And TEG Esports should be able to win this fourth round. And 16, I don't know how they lost this round. They should not have lost it, as you said, but lost it they have. And TEG Esports tie things up at 1-1.
Actually, no, you know what I found weird as well is that I believe they planted on the first round. But what? Random flying body in the middle. Now there's a bit of limited ways they could go. Like there's just outside to either secret, or they'd have to come around towards basically where CT spawn is, just to go back up to maybe Heaven, or maybe try to wrap around ramp or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it's mostly now it's just taking control and using utility. Nuke is very much a utility map. If you don't have smokes to block off certain areas, so you can actually go down secret like that, or go down vent, then it's basically pretty hard.
Ooh, Camel. That's a good headshot. Onto Smirky, gets one onto 4K as well. He's still alive. Down to 18 HP. He does spot Ray there up on top of the railing, but Ray wins that with a P250. Camel was getting super low anyways. However, TEG still one man up. Make that two man up because Digo has found Bangazera out of position, and Meow grabs that final kill on Ray, and just like that, TEG win their second round in a row, and their economy starting to look good.
Yeah, they were doing pretty well. Like Galil actually came to work with Kamala, got 2 kills with that right immediately. I think it was 3 kills actually. Yeah, 3 kills. 1 on top of Hots, then 1 from Heaven, and then he immediately traded his teammate who died from the guy pushing from the main. But no matter, 16-14 is just gonna eco this round. And not a lot of submachine guns left, but they are getting the kills, so. 3 kills.
Oh my god, that was a clean run by TG. They don't lose any members. Nico, that's perfect play by them. 16-14 dropped like flies, but now they can buy it. And we should see, yeah, our first serious gun round of the game. This is gonna tell us so much about how the game's gonna look like.
Yeah, if whether the pistol round was like a fluke or if they have the firepower capable of holding these sights and holding the angles against TEG, who seems to be performing a little bit better in their aim duel so far. But it's still early days, it's only the 5th round, so it's a very terrible smoke wall though.
Yeah, that was a bit of a miss smoke, but TEG make it the secret anyways. Here's Ray, however, in position to stop this from happening. They've already crossed. Meow's about to reach site, even Camel finds the kill on the Smirk. Here we go, Ryu on the site, but Ray shuts him down. Ray himself is in trouble, but somehow he wins that against Flux. And he's still alive, down to 46 HP, grabs an AK off the ground as well. He's gonna find Camel in his way. Camel wins that. Bomb is taking away meanwhile. As Meow is defending it. It's down to a 2-on-2, and TV made his way to the bomb. He actually taps it there. And he's looking straight towards that orange door with some help from Bangazera. They should be able to get this. Meow! He does fall in the end. And TV, will he actually get this in time? I think he will. Oh, this is...
I believe so.
Ah, yes. Not even close, baby. Woo! 16-14 win a messy gun round, and he didn't even pick up the up.
I'm wondering why he's using AUG. Like, what position is he holding that generally uses an AUG? I'm gonna assume ramp.
Ramp, I guess.
You'd think the AWP is holding outside though.
He actually was holding outside, yeah. But maybe he needed help in case he got rushed. I mean, he's going outside now, TV, with that AUG.
Or main. Yeah, I guess he could back up outside as well. No, he's holding inside now, so interesting. Maybe it's just his preferred weapon, but it's not the gun you tend to have.
TEG got the wall of smokes right this time, but Ray, you is ready for Rio. Just like that, Rio goes down. TEG already down to 3 members. Flux behind the orange door. He's made his way to the site already, and he found a kill onto Ray with some help from Meow. Or it was mostly Meow, I'll be honest. And they should get the bomb planted here now. Meanwhile, 4K is really looking the other way. There's no one there. And Gazera goes down, but TV trades it back with a kill onto Flux and Deagle as well. Meow is last man standing, but he's looking the other way, and Smirky gets him anyways. 16-14 win a second round, making it up to a total of 3 and tying things up. But it seems like these rounds are really awkward. TEG... Actually, Deagle had 13k there. Did you see that? That was surprising.
Did he?
He had 13k, yes, and he's dropping his team AKs. He just bought for 8,000.
He did use submachine guns like Mac 10s for the majority of the game, so I guess it makes sense. He didn't really buy that much, and he just kept getting the kills basically.
Oh, here's the AUG. This is his perfect chance to shine as he finds the kill onto Camel. Meanwhile, outside, Flux is hidden by that smoke. Both him, Meow, and Rio can move up here if they should feel like it. Deagle actually got a kill on TV, but there's someone hiding. I believe that's Bangazera hiding in secret, waiting for them to walk up, daring them almost. Here's Deagle getting absolutely destroyed by Smirky, who gets another one onto Flux as well, and 4K finds the final kill onto Meow. 16-14 win another clean round. Well, finally a clean round, I must say. All the other ones have been messy, but this one's been good. This one's been well played by 16-14.
Have different system now. Like
Nice knife.
Oh, did he actually knife his teammate?
Yeah, Bangazera down to 70 HP. That was a right click even. Wow. TV went down. Here's Meow making some work. He gets 2 kills for himself and he's still alive. You might actually get 3 there. Oh, that headshot onto 4K was nasty. Bangazera, last man standing. He was hit by a friendly fire knife at the start of the round. And it was an enemy AK that finished him off now. TEG Esports tie things up back at 4-4.
It's funny that on full gun rounds, actually, they've been struggling to get any kills whatsoever, but when it's a half buy where they just basically go aggressive and just push fast, they actually do much better. And this is a weird decision now because Deagle actually goes for a Mac 10, even though they have the money for an AK, and their opponents are full bots. So as long as he's not the first person to see the enemy and maybe he can pick up an AK or something off a dead body, he should be fine. But awkward weapon to have at long range, unless he can sneak up and smirky or while he's caught off guard.
64 can keep getting those sneaky kills, but there's Deagle with the Mac 10 getting 2 for himself as he makes his way onto the A side. It's clear now for Flux to plant the bomb, but here's TV from heaven though. They get the kill onto Deagle. Ray finds one onto Flux, and they should get the bomb defuse in time, but TEG at least managed to plant.
Considering it was down to a 2v5, and it looked like it was all done and dusted, that was a pretty good round there from Deagle. He managed to get in there, get 2 kills with the Mac 10 and plant the bomb. So decent money for the team now. And look at how much they have. They can buy an AWP if they want to as well and push outside. But not a lot of teams tend to buy AWPs on nuke T side these days.
Yeah.
Unless it's more towards the top tier teams where they mostly use it, but otherwise to go ramp and inside they don't really need an AWP because these aggressive pushes, you have so many angles to basically peek. You're at a disadvantage if you're peeking with an AWP. Like an AWP is only useful in some scenarios, so there's not always a good reason to buy one nuke. To get an entry. Meow gets lots of entries these days.
It feels like these kills are just happening way too fast. 4K with some good recoil control finds the headshot onto Flux. He might actually get Rio as well, but no, Rio actually won that trade. The camera fooled me for a moment there. But Rio won that trade. Ray, however, shuts him down. And Camel is down all alone in a 1v2. He's got a smoke, sure. He's got an AK, but other than that, there's not much. He is able to pick up the bomb, however. You might just surprise Ray here, who fell back and made a lot of noise. Camel hasn't made a single noise yet. Oh, here we go. They spot each other finally. Camel falls back. He's already down 37 HP there, thanks to some good shooting by Ray. But is he gonna plant the bomb anyways? Yes, he is. They're gonna let him plant the bomb, it seems like. There's Bangazera. Oh, just in time.
He actually let go of the plant. He panicked. If he actually held that, he would have gotten it down at least. And with that, he would have gotten his team $800 each. So that's unfortunate. For that panic, he wanted to win the round rather than at least get the bomb plant down. So as soon as he saw that CT player, just jumped out of the way. But unfortunately, didn't get out of the way in time. And honestly, it's not too bad for TEG. I mean, 4 rounds already out of 11, or out of 10, I should say, is not bad at all. I mean, they're doing decently well. Oof. Wow,
Deagle, my god.
In his name.
Oh my god, no, that's not fair. That's not fair. He's got an Opper and an M4 with a Deagle. That's how strong this guy is. He's got 14 HP left, and yet he's still leading the charge for TEG Esports here, going in first. As he makes his way towards fence. Meanwhile, Flux making his way towards control room. TEG Esports attacking 2 fronts at once. Camel from A side. while the rest make their way towards B. Meow got the kill onto 4K as well. What is happening? 16-14 are falling apart. Flux gets that final kill in TEG Esports in the weirdest force round I have ever seen. They only lose one member, managed to actually kill all the 16-14 without even planting the bomb.
Again, they win on basically a half buy. I mean, they don't do so well when it comes to the full buys, but when it comes to the half buys, they just somehow make it work. And nothing to get upset by. I mean, they are now 5-6, so on their T side as well. If they can get 2 more rounds here, then they'll be quite comfortable on their CT side. But obviously, they're gonna want to get as many rounds as possible.
Yeah.
If they get up to 9, then it's basically gonna impossible for 16-14 to actually make a comeback, I'd believe, unless they get the pistol round. But yeah, it's Nuke especially for more of the mixed teams. They're actually very, very CT sided and very, very tough for T side Nuke players to actually get rounds on the board. So TEG Esports is actually doing really well here, more than it looks like on the board. I just like to state, by the way, that Meow is doing really well.
Yeah.
And he's gotten multiple entries, like a crazy amount of entries. It seems like at least like 1 kill, it seems, per round. So that's very important. They needed to find some way to actually shut him down.
This rush from 16-14, and Camel, he just picks up 2 kills for free almost. He just lost only, what, 32 HP? But he does get TV and 4K for Bangazera against Meow. However, Rio trades it back. Flux finds Smirky as well. Ray is last man standing with a 5-7 in armor. But he's gonna drop right here. Gets the shot onto Rio though. Surprising everyone, I must say, on the server. But Flux is there to finish him off. Anyways, and TEG tie things up at 6-6. They'll be happy about that.
Did you have a bit of a giggle there when you got that kill?
I was not expecting that at all. He was just... His crosshair was directly... I mean, it's good crosshair placement.
Yep. And just so we can kind of, I guess, catch up to where we left off, the match is all tied up. So, literally, I would say advantage to T side. I mean, tied up scoreline and Nuke is not really the best thing if you're coming from the CT side. So yeah, now they even have the better weaponry. I think they won a half buy, didn't they? The previous round before the technical issue.
I believe they did, although I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, they even have M4s, so quite sure they did. 16-14, not much to go on. They have the FAMASs, but they do have an op. Wait, just got shot in the back. This is a really nice.
Did Camel just come from ramp?
Yeah, apparently not a single person was holding ramp there. That was a huge blunder by 16-14. They had all 5 players. Why didn't he hold ramp?
This is gonna cost them because TEG managed to get the bomb plant down. Here's 4K in vents. He was gonna walk up, but now he has to run up because he's the last man standing. He makes his way towards the lobby now, surprisingly enough. He's about to find Meow in his face. Meow lands that headshot easily. TEG take the lead once more, 7-6.
Yep, but now sorry, I was about to say TG 16-14. Every time I say that name, it feels like I'm saying a scoreline. And they're just making it hard for the casters at this point. But
imagine if this game ended 16-14, they'll be.
Or it's like 16-13, but I'm saying 16-14. You know, it's just it just throws me off. But you know, now they're Forza and Eco, and I'm not sure what he was doing with that knife there. But now it's So yeah, now they have a full eco, and so TEG is almost guaranteed to actually win the first half on their T side nuke. That would give them a huge advantage going to CT side.
Camel, he finds one, but he gets traded back. Bangazera actually got a kill as well. Smirky finds that shot onto Eagle. It's a 2v2 in an eco round. But here's Flux with the M4. He finds the kill onto Smirky, but he's down to 15 HP. TV is still hiding behind the vent. They don't quite know where he is. And if he decides to take advantage of that, it's going to be deadly for TEG Esports. Flux goes down, which means it's just Meow left as he runs away towards B site. But little does he know, TV can actually reach B site much faster than him if he climbs down the vent. Interesting smoke. Meow did get the bomb plant in time. So he makes his way to hide behind the orange door. He's about to find TV in his face though. The crosshair was ready for it. Meow wins in a 1v1 situation. TV was, for some reason, looking the other way.
So, a bit sloppy, honestly, when you're going against a full eco. They didn't know, I guess, that they're going against a full eco, but
Still,
yeah. Too risky, and they brought it down to 1v1, so... Ooh,
Bangazera hitting one after the other with the op. That's Deagle and Camel going down. As Bangazera, is he going to move his position? No, he makes his way back to Warehouse, gets that final kill on Flux. 16-14 win that final round of the first half, but they still lose it 7-8.
And TEG is going now to their CT side. If TEG can actually win this pistol round, then honestly, they have a really good start to a map that's very much CT side. If you don't know what you're doing on your T side, I mean, you could get quite a few rounds on T side. I mean, it's not that bad. But T side, it's not that one side. I mean, it is one side, but it's not that one side. So you can actually make a comeback and get quite a few rounds on your T side, as TEG showed in this game so far. But it takes a lot of commitment and it takes a lot of aim duels where you basically have to outwit certain plays, like an op and outside, for example, or maybe a push down ramp. But let's see what they do in this pistol round.
They are moving towards ramp, and it seems like the CTs are letting them. That last CT's in for a surprise. That's Meow. He gets shot straight in the head by Ray. Smirky actually got a kill for himself as well. That's the Eagle going down. As the bomb is about to get planted here on that B site. The last remaining 3 CTs are in a tight spot. They're going to have to go for this retake some way, somehow. And then now we see Flux.
No kit either.
Together. Ooh, Bangazera finds the headshot onto Rio. Ray gets Kimmel as well. It's just Flux left now. In a 1v5, it's really nothing this poor guy can do. As he just runs around like a headless chicken. He's hoping to maybe catch 1 or 2 T's off guard, but no luck there. 4K was looking straight at Secret. It's an easy pickup. 16-14, win the pistol round and stay in the game.
Now it's actually a good start from 16-14 because of the fact that they did not have a good half on their CT side. They got the pistol round, but they also have to be wary right now of this force buy because Nuke has a lot of closer angles, like from inside, from ramp, and even from main, so there's a lot of close ranges, so they have to be careful here. But they're running in with P90. They're just gonna overwhelm them here, and then give them a chance.
If it works, it works. They do get a kill onto Rio. Here's Flux from Heaven with the Deagle. Does that one shot onto Bangazera, and a second and a third. That's Bangazera going down to the Deagle, and Flux is still alive at 27 HP. Now's a chance to get the 1D, my man, but he doesn't even need to. Kemmel and Deagle get things done. 16-14, win the pistol, but lose the second round. It's deja vu all over again.
Yeah, they like to win these force buys, but although they try to fully just basically bomb rush that A side with their submachine guns, it did look like that they were about to overwhelm the side and actually win the round just plainly right there. But TEG actually allowed them to take it over and basically did a really nice retake. And considering they had pistols, they did that quite well. And now they're in the driver's seat and they have the submachine guns.
TEG in a very good spot here. TV. Oh, look at that. Deagle just right outside the smoke. He's getting one after the other. Camel picks up where Deagle left off. It's a quick round, a 16-14. All of them got caught in the crossfire there.
It's done already?
Jesus.
Oh, it's quite fast, yeah. And, well, now they're gonna buy. Seems like TV generally likes the scoped weapons. You'd think that he's more of an AWPer person. Seems to like that scope. But, no. Mega Zero is their AWPer, so basically he just likes these scoped rifles. And there are actually quite a few players in the competitive scene who do that, like Magic's Boy and NBK, who like to use the SG especially.
It's not a bad gun. It's just 300 extra.
I love the SG. I love the SG. I use it many times when I'm having an off day with the AK.
But you do need to learn it has a very different recoil pattern. Yeah. It feels a bit more erratic.
I've actually learned better the SG recoil pattern much better than the AK for some reason. Even though I use it 10 times less.
Ooh. Smirky, his legs were showing, and that was enough for Rio to get that kill. TV, however, responds with a kill onto Camel for himself. But still, the bomb hasn't really found an opening yet. 16-14. All three moving together for now, and it's working because they just got 2 kills. It's up to a 3-on-2 now for 16-14. How the tables have turned. To make their way towards that B side. It's completely open. There's no one from TEG Esports near. But Flux is on his way as he makes his way from Secret. He does have backup in the form of Meow. He does get the first kill onto Bangazera. Down to 2-on-2 here. Steve V, however, responding with a kill of his own. And 4K grabs the final one. 16-14 win that round. And they make it 9-10. This game is surprisingly close.
Yep. And 10-9 though, but problem is TEG doesn't have that much money. They have quite a few decent, basically, economy on few of the players just because of that forced buy where they basically got guns that they didn't have to rebuy after. But what are they doing here? It's a very awkward buy. Flux bought very late as well with that scout. And now Rio decides to buy now. Or am I just getting everything delayed?
This is definitely something else from TEG.
Yeah, very delayed. But luckily for them, 16-14 does not push. If that was the round they decided to rush somewhere, then TEG would have been screwed. Just saying. Like there's no way they would have been able to prevent that.
Rio got absolutely destroyed there by TV. Bangazera and Smirky keep things going there for 16-14. Already TG down to only 2 members. Here's Camel in vents. As he climbs his way up, he might be able to catch 1 or 2 people off guard here because no one's looking towards vents at all. But Smirky still finds that headshot onto Camel. It's just Flux left now, all alone versus 4 members. He's got a scout. And TV, he's got the SG. That's all he needed for the kill. They tie things up.
And this is very dangerous on CT side Nuke. You can't just take the duels. You need to use your positions. Nuke is very much a positional map, and that's the reason why YT side is very much a utility side. Because of the positions from the CTs.
Well,
anyway,
16-14 have made it work on the T side so far. Can they keep it going? Camel actually found that kill onto Ray, but Bangazura trades it back. That's Deagle going down. Flux follows shortly after. Rio, He actually came from behind. Look at that. He got 2 people from behind. He got TV and Smirky. This could be deadly for 1614. Rio actually got a Mac 10 as well. Down to a 2v2 now because 4K found Cammy. But he doesn't have the bomb. The bomb is all the way back upstairs at lobby. They're gonna have to pick it up somehow, one way or the other. They're gonna have to go towards Rio. Here's Meow hiding behind double doors. Did not spot 4K behind him. Bangazera actually managed to pick up the bomb, which means Rio has to make his way towards that B side somehow. He chooses to go through ramp. Remember, he does have a Mac 10. While not the best at long range, it can still do some serious damage. However, versus an AK, the AK wins it. Bangazera lands that headshot, and 1614 take the lead once more, 11-10.
Yep. And now TEG, although they lost an eco round, so it's fine. But like now they actually have the weaponry, and Deagle probably gonna use that Mag 7 somewhere close, like on Hot or something. And this is where they're gonna need to really turn around the tide, or else 1614 can easily get away with this. Looks like there's a fast push.
Going for that A set, they're going fast, and might just work out here. Rio, Meow, and Flux all drop. And in return, 1614 only lose one member. Here's the Eagle with the swag 7. Finds that shot onto Ray. Trades it for an AK. He can get more with that AK, but he doesn't quite land the shots that he needed to. No headshots there, and Bangazera shuts him down. Here's Camel, last man standing. He goes down as well. 1614 extend their lead to 12-10. They're now ahead by 2 rounds. They are about to make it 3.
12-10 now, and 16-14. They're really running away with this T-side nuke, and honestly, at this point, TEG, they need to start taking risks. I mean, 16-14 is just going really aggressive, really confident on and their A pushes, and TEG did not have any counter to it. They don't have any reply to it, and right now, I can understand they just want to stack a bit and see if they can catch them off guard if they decide to push A again. But then one of the next rounds are going to need to actually start taking a few risks, because clearly just holding defensive is not actually working out for them. And it's not just about aim duels, but it's actually in order to counter what the enemy's doing. And at this point, they're not finding any counters towards them, and they do have the ability to basically win those aim duels when they could when they were on their own T side. So it's not like they're incapable of winning the aim duels. No, they are. They're just playing the rounds a bit differently than how they should when they're playing against 16-14's playstyle.
Well, we just saw Deagle fall back, but I don't think he fell back enough actually, because he's about to get rushed by 4 people. But Camel from behind gets the kill onto 4K. Bangazera turns around and shoots him right where he stands. That's Camel going down. Deagle also died in the end, but he did get 4K, which is something. Bangazera finds another kill onto Meow this time. Here's Flux with the CZ, making his way from vents towards double doors. Might just catch someone off guard, and yes, he does. TV goes down there to Flux, but he's stuck in a 1v2. Bangazera from long distance can easily pick up that kill. 16-14 up 13-10 now. But this round, TEG can finally have that full buy they've been dreaming about for the last 3 rounds.
And so do you think like they're actually gonna be able to do something at TEG? Have they actually won since they won the force buy? The force buy and the following eco anyway.
I don't think they have. It went from 10-8 to 13-10, so don't think they have.
So they're really struggling there now on their CT side. This is where they must be sweating bullets at this point. They have they don't have much of a gap to make mistakes anymore, especially when their economy is constantly being weakened. And if they win and then lose, then they're gonna be even worse position.
Well,
Flux is doing quite well.
Flux does not want to lose this map. He's got 2 kills there outside. That's Bangazera and 4K going down. May I remind you, Bangazera is top fragging for his team, so that pickup is a very important kill for Flux and TEG. Their chances of winning this round have increased tenfold. Make that 100-fold thanks to that nade by Camel. It's just TV and Ray left. Deagle makes it just Ray left. He's really man, look at that. He's all the way back at lobby. He does get a headshot onto Rio, but he's down to 12 HP. He should be an easy pickup for anyone who sees him, and I believe that would be Deagle who's about to see him at ramp, because Ray did not check that left-hand side. He's in for quite a surprise if he pushes. There you go. What a surprise. I mean, you have to check that. Come on, man. When you're that low, you have to check every angle. And he just...
Yeah, he didn't check that angle at all. But finally they get something here. But keep in mind their economy is low. So if they don't win this round, what else do they have?
It is a critical round for both teams, really. Even 16-14 are not looking that comfortable economically.
No, they've been losing a lot of frags to basically silly mistakes, honestly. Like they've been having a few silly pushes when trying to hunt or basically when they're winning over the sites. They're losing way too many people on the retakes. So TG is actually fighting back, but it's just they just can't win the rounds. There he is finally.
Oof.
Neither of them can connect there.
That's unfortunate shooting from both of them. But they both live to fight another day. 1 minute 10 seconds left on the clock. 16-14, as usual, taking it slow. Which is something TEG Esports are more than happy to do. They've got utility for days. Look at that, 3 Molotovs for TEG. Decent amount of flashes and nades as well. They're ready for anything 16-14 throw at them. Smirky. He threw a flash on A, but he peeked very, very late. As he looks towards upper there, TV gets a shot onto Meow, but Rio finds one onto Ray, however. He gets another one onto TV as well, but not before Flux gets traded. Rio with the USPS of all things. A USPS of all things wins it for TEG. My god. What the hell just happened? How can you get 2 kills with a USPS in the middle of a gun round?
Yeah. But at least they get something out of this, and now 16-14 actually has to be forced on an eco. Not an eco, but like forced to maybe do a half buy. If they want to. I mean, they have 2 players who can buy, but maybe it's not worth the risk. Maybe try. They've been doing well so far on their T side, so they can maybe sacrifice 1 round for the greater good, I guess you could say. But
I mean, is it really a sacrifice if they have buy?
no, they could drop a few pistols actually, but it's not a sacrifice. You can fight back with the half buy. It's just gonna be harder with a half buy. But who knows? Maybe they can get the entries. They've been doing well with the entries so far, so they can still get it. But TEG, they're gonna want to start building their bank because they can still be broken. By the way, it's that they're not that rich yet. So 16-14 is still gonna try to do what they can. Anyway, right now 16-14 balanced their economy a bit with the pistols, dropped quite a few and bought a bit of armor as well. So they're gonna see if they can still contest this round at least.
2 CZs See a Deagle as well. Out of that, Flux actually got a nade kill onto Ray. Rio with the same spray manages to get two. Meow gets the other two. It was a quick round. 16-14 get absolutely nothing out of it. That is worst case scenario for them. And TEG Esports are more than happy about that round. 13-13 the scoreline.
Now 16-14 can actually buy TV again with his lovely SG, which I'm not. This time I'm not against. You know, like one of the other games. I don't know who it was, but kept having like
Fate.
P90s, yeah,
yeah.
and constant CZs instead of buying guns. I'm not against SG. It can actually work. It didn't work for him this round, but ooh,
Quick flick by 4K. Let's grab that kill onto Flux. That could be actually a way in for 16-14. Look at that Rio. He's positioned perfectly to catch Smarky at the edge of that smoke. And 16-14 reduced to 3 people, but they've won from this position before. Can they do it again? Look at that Ray. 2 HP has to fall back. Maybe even all the way back to lobby. And those 3 are back to square one. They don't know how to approach this. There's no openings in TEG's defenses so far. Seems like they're stuck in lobby for now. They try to run the clock down, wait for someone from TEG to make a mistake. Oh, the timing. That's 4K going down. Rio, another headshot. Things are looking very grim for 16-14 now. Look at that Eagle with the M4. Finds that kill onto Bangazera and drops down. But he actually missed seeing Ray, who's low HP. He finally sees him there. In the end, picks up that easy kill. And TEG Esports
13,
take the
14.
lead once more. 14-13.
Yeah, I was looking really left to right, and yeah, 16-14 now has. So I was just realizing I'm saying 16-14 as 13-14 in game, and it's just now it's getting to the point where it's going to get a bit confusing. But now they're forced on an eco, and they're just gonna again buy a few pistols and work for the next round. And not much hope they have here. They're gonna try to work for overtime, but it's gonna be tough. You know, it is CT side nuke, and even though they've done well so far on their T side, they kind of faltered at the end. I'm not sure what TEG really did. I mean, other than playing a lot more confidently, the op has been doing work outside. But otherwise, 16-14 is no longer winning the aim duels. They're kind of struggling just to win the aim duels now.
Trying to make a run for it towards ramp. 4K gets the deal. However, Camel, he's alive, he's well. He gets 4K and TV. He can even get more here. Flux is the one who gets that kill. That's Ray going down, and finally Bangzera goes down on Flux as well. TEG Esports, they're threatening map point here at Nuke. 15-13.
I don't think they have much else to do here, except maybe try to do what they did earlier in the half, where basically they just full on rush down A. It's something TEG hasn't been able to counter, so I think it's actually a good idea at this point, because if they don't know how to counter, they might not be expecting it when it's so close. Because you know, when it's so close to scoreline, people wouldn't think a rush would be, you know, on the cards. People would be a lot more careful. But it looks like they are going to play careful instead. I guess they're going to try to work towards secret. But he's going to try to get a peek here. He does get a peek, so he's maybe just going to throw a smoke and try to go down secret.
Ah, he missed that second flick there. That could have been really important. But he does get the upper. That's Flux going down. It's a good result. Smarky, sorry, keeps it going there with a kill onto Rio. So that's a 2-man advantage for 16-14. Something to be proud about. There's Meow hiding behind that second vent. Ray spots his position and calls it out. It's an easy pickup for Smirky. Just like that, TEG. Only 2 members left. That would be Deagle and Camel. Never mind, it's just Deagle because Camel got caught by TV. Deagle with the M. Oh my god, TV. 15 14 for 16-14.
There was one guy behind the vent who didn't even bother to peek. Honestly, he didn't even look down, he was looking up the entire time.
If 16-14 actually lose this game with a scoreline of 16-14, they have just gained a new fan.
Yeah, but I think it'd be more like 14-16, no? Because since they're the ones losing. I don't think that's what they were intending. I'm gonna guess that...
Yeah.
It
Well,
didn't work out.
4K finds that kill with the up onto Deagle. That's a good start of things. Can he keep it going? Look at that. All of them are in lobby. This is not a good idea for 16-14 to have all 5 members of your team in lobby. That could backfire quite spectacularly if you're not careful. Rio on site down to 14 HP. But he's in a good spot here. So 16-14 taking it very, very slowly, as has been the norm so far in the rounds. Rio down to 14 HP. Remember, he's very low. He decides to actually go downstairs to hold east side. Oh, look at that meow from upper.
Team
Catches.
flashing right into a CT.
That's bang his hair, got caught off guard there. He got team flashed even. Smarky couldn't kill Meow in time. Meow was still alive. Finally 4K finds kill with the op. Oh my god! The jump from above was not enough.